Alright, so now we have Sandshrew.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. But it's cute.
Sandshrew, dude? No.
It's cute.
The design is okay. Sandslash, I think, is much cooler. It's got those little claws, got the porcupine back.
Yeah.
So, I do love the eyes of Sandshrew, though. They are really adorable.
I put him blasting off again.
Viability.
Sandshrew is...
I not recommend this Pokemon to anybody.
But he's not next to Caterpie and Pharaoh. That's a different class altogether.
You know what? Alright. I can agree with that statement.
He's with Pharaoh, which I think is a, you know, a pretty valid point, right? Alright,
yeah, because I don't ever use Caterpie or Pharaoh. Sparrow.
Right. I've used Sandshrew. At least for a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sandslash. Do you think Sandslash is a tier above?
I would put him a tier above. I like the design a lot more. He does learn a little bit action. Is a much better upgrade.
Slash is good.
You actually do play against a lot of like Sandslashes in the actual game, quite a bit.
Okay, yeah, I think he's I think he's a cool design. You know, I'm gonna boot him up to average, because I think he's just that cool.
Naturally.
Oh yeah, for sure then. He's with Arbok and Beedrill. These are like really cool Pokemon. You know, they're not.
Do you ever get poisoned from a Sandslash? That's the real question.
Yeah, there's a 30% chance.
Oh.
All right.
Sandslash.
So now we're getting into the gendered Pokemon.
Alright, Nidoran, baby.
Nidoran female. Now, normally this tricks people because the female is blue and the male is purple.
Yes. And for those who don't know, its shiny is purple, like a male Nidoran.
Ah. That's funny.
Yes.
So, I would say... Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, this Nidoran's shiny for male is the opposite.
Is the opposite. Yeah, that's funny. That's really good. I would say... I mean, I think we can kind of take these first forms at the same time. I would honestly put both of them in blasting off again.
Blasting off again.
Yeah, I mean, I use them.
Only good quirk is double kick for the first gen.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing about them. Outside of that, definitely blasting off.
Yeah, I'll usually go over there and catch them in the beginning of the game. Over in that, you know, that route near the Elite Four, and then use them for a little bit, and then, you know, and then ditch them. Okay, so we have the female Nidoran. Nidorina.
It's Nidorina. Yep.
What do you think? I'm thinking blasting off again still.
And nothing too much crazier from the first two. You know, they get at least Nidorina does stamp on 2 feet for design. Shows kind of the evolution of the Pokemon from 4 feet to 2 feet. I think that's pretty cool design wise. I also like the ears, kind of have the spikes in there. So I will say, like for a 3-stage evolution, the middle stage for both these, both the genders are actually pretty dope. It shows an evolution of the primary form, which is really cool, and it leads into the third formers very well.
I agree with that.
I would still probably put them blasting off again. They're not too fancy, nothing too crazy going on with them. Damage stat-wise, anything like that. And
yeah, I boot them up. I like how you talked them up. I'll boot them up a tier. I'll put them in Ash's win rate because I think that's cool. I think they're both super cool. All right, so we have the Queen and the King now.
So we're going to separate those. The Queen goes first.
First
thing I'm saying for both of them, they evolve the Moonstone. So there's the first evolution you get super early in the game. At level 16, you can have Nido Queen and a Nido King, whatever you want, which is really nice. Nido Queen is very interesting. She's a special attacker and has access to a lot of different kind of crazy TMs for a ground type. She can learn a flying move.
Wait, what?
She can learn aerial ace, yes.
Oh, all right.
Rain Dance, Ice Beam, Blizzard,
Oh,
Thunderbolt,
she's...
Thunder. Yeah, she is pretty Shadow Claw, which is not too crazy, but like, she's all over the place. You can learn quite a bit.
I'm putting her in Let's Go Remake already. I didn't know all that shit. What?
Pretty good. I think she learns... No, she's not the one who learns Surf. Maybe it's Nidoking.
I think she learned Surf, too. I want to say she learned Surf as well.
Let me go back. Because I thought she learned Surf.
I don't think the king knows Surf.
Alright, it's not her. She did not learn Surf.
Okay. Wow, you know,
yeah.
What?
She's crazy move pool. Pretty insane.
I was gonna rank her below the king, but honestly, I'm thinking the king's an average now after what I just heard.
Yeah, most people think the king is the best until they use the queen and realize actually she does a lot more than the king does.
All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put him in average. I didn't know that. Okay. So now we have Clefairy. This is what I'm going to say about Clefairy. Let's take...
the king does learn Surf.
The king does learn Surf. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. This is tough because I guess we'll take Clefairy as the fairy type. Right? We'll take it as the new fairy type. Right? Because I think the fairy type version is a million times better than the normal type version. Right? Although, I still think regular Clefairy is trash. I think you just wait to evolve it with the Moonstone.
Might as well, yeah.
I mean, Metronome...
Clefairy, you just give it the Moonstone, might as well.
Metronome is unique. You need to wait. You want to wait until Moonblast hits your Clefable before you're evolving it with that Moonstone, like at 28. But, I mean, you catch a Clefairy for the novelty, right?
You do. Just to go have fun with the Metronome. That's really all you bought. You do.
Right. So, I wouldn't put him in Blasting Off again. Because of Metronome, I would put him in Ash's win rate. I think that's kind of where he resides.
Yep.
Now, Clefable is a monster. There's a reason why Gengar is his shadow. Okay? This dude is competitively viable. He's a tank. He's a fairy type. He learns Moonblast. He learns Minimize. To top it all off, he knows Minimize. The most annoying move ever invented in Pokemon.
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything else, Juan, for Clefable?
No, I agree with these. I can definitely agree with that one.
I think Clefable is queen tier. So, or Let's Go Remake. He's in the same as the queen.
There's something else. I think there's a fun fact about Clefable. Besides the Gengar shadow, that's a nice piece of Pokemon.
Pokemon trivia.
Yeah, Pokemon trivia right there. I would put this in above average. It has a pretty wide stand move pool as well. You can do so many things with this Pokemon.
Dude, I'm booting the queen up. I'm booting the queen up to Fear Rattata level. What after you just told, I can't get out of my head. This thing is a monster.
Yes, it's really good. I've used it a couple of times and took people by surprise using it because they didn't understand the power the Queen really has.
Okay. All right, so now we have Vulpix. What are your feelings on Vulpix?
Alright, Vulpix is an adorable Pokemon. Anyone who says a Pokemon is not cute, we can't be friends. This thing is straight up adorable and so cute. And seeing the anime, even the way it ate was adorable. Like,
I agree.
I will put out average. It's not super strong, but it is very adorable. a high average for me.
Decent fire type too. I mean, if you don't start with a Charmander, I mean, this is a good go-to.
This is a good go-to.
Right?
And depending on what game you have, because like it's split between Growlithe and a Vulpix, they're both really good. Vulpix is a little more special attack, and Growlithe's going to be more physical attack.
Mm-hmm.
Vulpix is where it's at, and it also has a Alolan form, which is also just as adorable.
Correct. Yep. And then we got Ninetales, which I just think is a tier above. Same kind of stuff.
Yep. Tier above it.
Yep.
The Ninetales for the Alolan version does get the fairy typing, which makes it unique and different. So definitely a tier up for the Vulpix. Love it so much. Sure. In my Let's Go game, I have an Alolan putting in all the work right now. The only downfall of Ninetales, move pool, not so glamour, but it's still a nice Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, we have the Puff now. Also became a fairy type in the new games. I mean, I put it below average, if that. I have nothing more to say about it.
I would put it below average. It's an iconic. Jigglypuff is very iconic.
That's true.
Just for the good old laughs, we all have Jigglypuff from watching the show. Below average is okay with me. I would gladly put that there. Nothing special besides all anime memories for me. Oh, and Smash Brothers.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about Smash Brothers. I'm actually going to put him in average. I love playing as him in Smash Brothers. I think his sleep ability is awesome.
For those who played Melee, I used Jigglypuff to beat the Giga Bowser in the last of the challenges. She completely dominates that fight if you can pull off the sleep moves properly. Average.
Okay. Now, in regards to Wigglytuff, Ghostbusters remake.
Yes, please.
Why would you waste a Moonstone on this? What more does it have to offer? Nothing.
It does nothing. It does absolutely.
And nobody even knows about this Pokemon. I don't even think Jigglypuff knows it evolves into this.
Yeah.
Right? I think
pretty bad.
They live in two different societies. These are outcasts of the Jigglypuff society. What happened to Tom? I don't know. He's gone now. All right.
A good little thing about Jigglypuff here. So Clefairy was a normal type in the early games and turned into a fairy type.
Mm-hmm.
Which brought it kind of made it a little better. Jigglypuff does not change from normal to fairy. It gets fairy added onto it, which I find very odd.
It's a normal fairy?
It's a normal fairy type.
What?
Yeah.
It's weird. It doesn't... The normal type... Because fighting is not very effective to fairy, right?
Yeah, so it'll be normal effective against Jigglypuff.
Okay, so technically, I mean, that makes it a little... That just makes it weaker. Right? Because now fighting moves have, like, a regular effectiveness to it.
Yeah, it's just weak to the poison and then the steel types.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the stab.
Those still can't hit it because it is a normal type.
Okay.
This is kind of nice, but it's still like don't evolve.
Yeah, there's no reason to. No, there's no reason to. Yeah. No. All right, now we have we all know and love the Zubat.
I really want to put him in the Ghostbusters. I hate seeing this Pokemon.
So do I. Yeah, I never used him ever. The Golbat, I would maybe put him in Blasting Off again, because I think he's a little strong.
So, the only good thing about Golbat, for those who played Heart Gold and Soul Silver, is one of the best experience things you can farm is Golbat, because it gives you quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only saving grace, but even Golbat. But we can't put it in the same category as Caterpie, so Blasting Off is...
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of good bite moves, too, that he just learns. Right?
I wonder what the percent is for Poison Fang. 50% for Poison Fang.
Yeah. There's just so many good Fang moves in the game.
Yes.
That I think He's really good. Just because of the Fang moves in the game, to be honest. I'd even put him in Ash's win rate. I'm even going to bump him up. The Fang moves are really good. So, like, if you had this Pokemon, you could probably do really well with him. You know?
It is fast.
Yeah.
So you're more likely going to go first if you're just playing through the game, which is nice. Right. I still think it's blasting off. But...
Okay, so...
I only used this Pokemon when Crobat came out. Outside of that, I've never touched it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never touched either, but I think those Fang moves are definite argument. And it's fast. And fast Pokemon are always better.
Oh, wait, it does learn Mean Look.
It's good, too. Yeah, so
Which is important for catching legendaries.
Right. Yep.
So where are we putting it at?
I put him in Ash's win rate. So.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Below average.
Okay, so now we have Oddish. I mean, I don't know. Average. Below average. I never really use Oddish.
I never really used it either.
I mean,
like, I don't hate it. Like, I don't think it's a bad Pokemon. I think looks-wise, it's not appealing to look at.
Right. I mean, I think if you don't start with Bulbasaur, it's basically a Bulbasaur.
It's
right?
basically a Bulbasaur, yeah.
So, it's not as cute as Bulbasaur. So I would put it a tier below Bulbasaur. I mean, right?
For Oddish itself, I would put Blasting Off again, but as it evolves, I think it definitely moves higher in the chain.
You think Gloom moves higher in the chain? Wait a second. I put Gloom in Ghostbusters Remake.
That's fine, but Vileplume.
Yeah.
Cool.
Vileplume, I would even put in. Would I put it higher than Venusaur? I kind of like Vileplume better than Venusaur.
Okay, and your thoughts on that? Reasons?
I think it looks cooler. I think it looks like an anime character, first of all, because its like hat is always tilted downwards. And I think he's actually kind of like... Vileplume is used the way that the developers kind of wanted Venusaur to be used, I think, as like a status effect Pokemon.
That is true.
Like, because they gave Venusaur all those moves, and then you get rid of them. Because you don't care about them.
But you don't do that with Vileplume. You're right about that. It's another Stone Evolution Pokemon, which obviously means you can have a Vileplume really early.
Right.
And it does learn attacks as you level up after it's evolved.
Oh, really?
That's good to know.
Really?
Yes. And the attacks it learns are like the best grass attacks. You have Petal Blizzard, Petal Dance, and Sword.
Oh, I would put him better than Venusaur. Off of that fact. You can evolve him earlier than Venusaur, and he still learns the best grass-type moves in the game.
And its evolution chain is something that really doesn't make sense. Bulbasaur did too. It starts off with leaves, turns into like it kind of wilts a little bit, and then really blooms as it evolves to the last evolution.
Right.
So I do like Vileplume. I actually have 3 Lucky Vileplume in Pokemon Go. So,
oh, there it is. Yeah.
Not by choice, but I do have 3.
Okay. So now we have Paris. I mean, I'm gonna pass him off to you for now.
I've never used this book.
Neither have I. Is it bug poison, right? Or is it grass poison?
It is bug grass.
Oh, it's bug grass? Oh, yeah, you go right into the Ghostbusters remake there, kid.
It has quite a bit of weaknesses on it.
Yeah, you're... Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, right in the dumpster, buddy. Right in the dumpster.
Oh, I mean, Parasect's evolution isn't much better.
But it's cool because the parasite is the Pokemon. Right?
Wait, what?
Because when in the first form, it's its Pokemon is just the crab thing? Is it a crab thing? I don't know what it is. And then when it evolves, the mushroom is the Pokemon. Because the mushroom takes over the brain of Paris.
Okay, that I did not know that. That's really cool.
Right?
And sometimes the image makes it look like it's wearing sunglasses. We all know cool guys don't look like experts.
Yeah. So I mean, I would put him with Golbat and Oddish.
Yeah. I can see that.
Just because he's kind of cool, I guess.
I never mind the design of the Parasect. The mushroom's pretty cool. A really cool thing with Parasect, there was once a time in the Pokemon TCG where it did 20 damage to confuse Pokemon every end turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can get all 4 of them on the field for 80 damage.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Just for free. And
yeah.
I played against him once, and it wasn't a good time.
Oh, he definitely deserves to be there then, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, we have Venonat.